Let's go. Skillionaire is going to show you the most recent 2v2 he played a couple days ago. And boy, was it fun. Here I am in the red playing as the English, and my teammate is here in the blue. Good sir, kind sir. He's alright. He's not really that good. He's not really that kind. But yeah, in the opposite team, you know what? I'm not sure how to do it with this one because it doesn't let me set caster mode in 2v2s, which is interesting. So I suppose I'll just do it. I mean, this is still good. This is still alright. I wonder if I can reveal the map somehow. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We'll work it out as we go along. In the purple here, we're playing against another English. So we've got an English and a French versus an English. His name is Neat Dexy, something like that. And a Japanese, my first Japanese opponent who didn't basically quit straight away. So it'll be really interesting to see how this pans out. Muhammad Ali, nice name. And yeah, the map, you know what? I don't know the names of the maps yet, but you can see it for yourself as soon as I work out how to reveal the map. Just a moment, please. There we go. Map reveal all. See, I'm getting the hang of it, guys. Getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of it. So, whatever this map is called, we got the 4 ponds in between each player, and there's a lot of fish, so it's worth competing for. At least in my opinion, the fish seems to give you a shitload of food. I'm going for my sort of build that I've been doing in the 1v1s. If you've been watching my streams or anything like that, you'll know about it. My mate here is France, right? So he's going to be going for the night rush as soon as he can. Looks like my opponent is doing a similar thing to me with the 2 farms builds. And Japan, honestly, again, couldn't tell you. It's new for me. It's new for me. And their models look pretty cool, eh? It's like straight out of the movies. Very nice. Let's speed it up a little bit, see if we can find some action. Let's go back to our view, just temporarily, see what's going on. I'm trying to get to feudal. Who's going to get there first? We'll see in a moment. Does anyone know what his numbers on the right here mean? I don't actually know what that means, but maybe we'll figure it out throughout the replay as we go along. This game went on for a little while, and it had so many back and forths. And I'm watching it now for the first time. There we go. Muhammad Ali got there first. Congrats. I'm going there, and his teammate, so we're a bit behind. I'm watching it for the first time, and I'm hoping I can learn what could have been improved, because no matter how well a game goes, there's always things you can learn. Looks like our Japanese players already ran here to build a wall. Is this a good move? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it looks like it nearly is. My 2 longbowmen show up, and I managed to catch him doing it, and I get 1 worker kill. I'm feeling pretty chuffed about it. And then I see Shinobi for the first time. And I'm like, yo, say to my mate, oh my god, this guy's got ninjas. And, you know, I don't know what they do. I don't know what the counter is, but they were so cool to see. And I found out later that they can do like a little blink, like a little teleport. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. I need to start playing Japan at some point. I decided to build a wall along here, mostly to protect myself from English harassment. I figure he's less likely to... I mean, you could come down through his mate, but this way I only have to watch 1 lane, was my thinking. If I only have to watch 1 pathway, it makes it a lot more functional, or a lot easier. At the same time, I'm warning my teammate. Looks like Japan's walling everywhere, though. I'm warning my teammate, saying, listen, like, he's probably going to come for you, because of the 2 of us, it makes more sense to harass the French player. My boy's got quite a few knights here. To be honest, this is more than enough. He could probably... There we go. I was going to say, he could have gone in with that. He goes forward, and oh look, we see the English player building rams with his ninja bodyguards, and a cool looking samurai there. They pop my scout, so I guess I'm the one who sees it. I tell my mate, look, this guy's got rams. I guess he's just sort of holding out. He's trying to decide what he wants to do about this. Maybe he's waiting for me to come forwards. I'm sort of shifting direction instead of going towards the Japanese player who's already blocked me off. I'm going to go up to help with this assault. And he tries to hit the rams. And there's a bit of running. I'm not sure if perhaps he's not capable of the... he's not aware of the ninja's capabilities, but I think he got a couple longbow kills there. But now he's sort of... It's a bit of defensive mode now. He's going back to his base. He can fight on the tower. The ninjas are going down. They're really not doing much to his knights. Oh, I'll take that back. They slashed one up. But with the power of the longbows behind him, he's put a bunch of workers inside the outpost. And yeah, he's telling me he needs help here because the rams are doing a lot. Personally, when I'm being attacked by rams like this, I like to focus on the troops and I let the rams do their thing. And if I have workers nearby, I know this is like a desperation thing. Maybe it's not very good, but I get all the workers to torch it. And it seems to do pretty well for me in the 1v1s. I tell my mate about that and he gives it a go. And then he scolds me afterwards and says it's shit, it barely did anything. I mean, you know, it did more than his knights were doing. So, bro, if you're watching this, It's just that right now it's a bit late because his knights are dead. His base is getting destroyed. He's getting pushed back in. You know, we're still pretty new. My mate is even newer than me. So we're trying to figure out like how to respond to this. I do make it. I do start popping him. And I'm like, let me see if I can sort of turn the tides here. I got longbowmen. That takes a long time. You know, they have a slower move speed than regular bowmen, it turns out. So let me just turn down my volume. So yeah, it does take a while to go support my mate, whereas when he's supporting me, his knights get to me quite quickly. We still haven't really worked out how to go around that issue. He's sort of dancing around, he's in a bit of panic mode. He's calling it, he's saying it's over. No, I'm joking. I don't think he was actually saying that, but he was talking like that was the case. And I'm like, don't worry, bro, stay in it, relax. We got this. We can come back from this. We've come back from worse in all the games we played together. This will be fine. You can check out, look, it shows up here. He's got the most food. That's pretty cool. He's got the most stone as well. Nice. Yeah, I should probably start taking a look at these numbers up here. But there you go. It's for you guys who are able to make more of it than I can. Comes out, starts torching it. As I said, I think it does better than regular arrows. The shinobi start chasing my longbows. I'm like, oh shit, man. So I'm doing a little bit of sort of kiting him and moving him. I don't know how cheap these guys are, so I don't know who's winning the trades. But I would like to think they're about the same, seeing as he got them out so soon. Let's move on a little bit, because this fight has kind of started to sort of taper off now. The harassment wave continues on my mate, and he's basically fucked, right? At this point, you could say, oh wow, insufficient wood, I didn't see it says that. At this point, you could argue that it's like, you know, he's done, it's over, but we're not giving up, man. We say, look, we're gonna give this a go. I'm gonna start going towards Castle Age now and securing my way towards Japan. If I could put pressure on him, I might be able to even it out. I make some fishing ships so that I can start taking this sea area between us. My opponent hasn't done so, so I'm thinking that puts me at an advantage. My teammate's done it as well, so at least he's still getting a lot of food income from the boats. Our opponents haven't utilized the fish. I might be new, but I think I can tell you that's a mistake. I mean, maybe you could argue England doesn't need it because of the farms, but I just feel like you might as well, because think about it like this. If you're making workers from your town center, then and you're making fishing ships from your docks, that's kind of like having two town centers. Because the workers from the town center can go to other things like wood, stone, and gold, whereas the ships from the docks can just go to food. So it's like a pseudo 2TC situation. I don't know. Feel free to criticize me in the comments if you don't agree with that. So yeah, he's building a lot of production here to counter the knights by the looks of it. I'm guessing there's going to be spearmen coming out of these buildings. He's trying to rebuild to go at my mate again. My mate is like desperately trying to kind of find his footing. I'm trying to get to Castle Age. I'm trying to be the first one there. Am I going to be the first one there? We'll see. Let's look at what Japan's doing. I can't comment on it too much other than the fact that it looks beautiful. He's got, you know what? Maybe we can find out about that shinobi here. Do you not build it from this building? Do we build it from somewhere else? Where do you make the shinobi from? Oh, here we go. Is that it? Hell yeah. Oh, it's a landmark. Okay. The specialized in scouting, disguise, and assassination. So he's actually quite cheap. He's got his light melee infantry. 50-50. But it does cost gold, whereas my longbowmen will cost him wood and food. And so I do think that the trade was going in my favor there. But we'll see. We'll see. The Temple of Equality. I love it. I'm definitely going to start playing this faction when I get comfortable enough to try a new one. Are these a 2-star civ or a 3-star civ? If they're a 2-star, this is my next civ. I'm not going to touch any 3 stars just yet. Let's speed it up a little bit now. To go to the next section. So I've reached Castle Age first, as planned. I'm pretty happy about that. The purple, other English, has also gone for the same landmark as me. Same both Council Hall, both went White Tower. I like the White Tower because I just really love the idea of a defensive landmark that I can sort of be a little bit aggressive with. Like, I can sort of hold this area with it. I decided to start torching this thing. I make some man-at-arms so I can have some tankiness in my army. I'm starting to build towers forward to help me with the network of castles. Here it is here. That gives me a 20% increase in speed. And I think I'm telling my mate here that I'm going in or something. Yeah, I say, come join me. Let's go together. He's like, all right, cool. I'm ready to support a little bit. He's built some walls to keep him safe from English. So let's see how long that keeps him safe for. His knights do show up. Maybe I should have gone in without him, but I was nervous about what was waiting for me in the shadows. Looks like English went back home. He's like, oh, the opposing English, I mean. And maybe that was a mistake because we end up pushing in the end. My mate said, yo, there's a market here. You missed it, you idiot. I'm like, oh, man. I thought that was a neutral. So I go forwards. We end up taking some buildings to slow it down again. He comes back to support his mate. I'm trying to hit these things with the mangonels, but it's not working out. He does manage to charge me with this mounted samurai. This deflective armor thing is really cool. I didn't really know what it does until after the game. I had to look it up. So it's very interesting to know how the mechanic works. It's basically like they ignore one damage, like one attack's worth of damage. So kind of like the shields from Halo or something like that, you know, it's pretty cool. But anyway, we're getting smashed up here. Not even my man-at-arms can tank this. Of course, my opponent also has man-at-arms as well, so I'm sort of on the retreat here. My mate died a little while ago. There's a lot of corpses on the ground. Oh no. Someone call RSPCA. Yeah, so he pushes forward and I get a few reinforcements here, especially some spears to counter all of these mounted samurai that are causing me some serious issues. I was not expecting Japan to have such powerful cavalry. Yeah, but here we are, mate. I'll know that for next time. These guys are no joke and they look goddamn cool. But he keeps pushing and I'm getting a bit nervous now. I'm hoping that I was bringing these trebuchets to help continue the push. The idea was that I could continue to... If that push was successful, we could destroy his buildings, but that push was not successful. Thankfully, I got this castle here, which kind of scares him off a little bit. I think he decides not to go for it. I personally think he could have. Maybe he could have ran past the castle. Like, you don't have to destroy it, right? You could just run straight past it. But I guess he chose not to do that. And it's always easier with hindsight to be able to spot these kinds of things. My mate comes for some support for me. I'm like, man, I'm kind of fucked. Because I was expecting him to push, but he did not push. So it turns out we're okay. A mistake on his part, if I may say. Look how many production buildings he's got. Way more than me. That's a big thing that he's done, which is far superior to myself. He's gone for the right upgrades here. Against another English player, you do want this arrow defense. Of course, I'm going to be making longbowmen. So let's see if I've gone for it yet. Where's mine? There we go. So I'm going for it too around the same time, which is interesting. He maybe leaves this one mounted samurai here as a bit of a scout, perhaps, to see if I'm coming back. But he actually, or maybe he's just got nothing else. I don't know. Oh no, he's sort of amassing over here. Meanwhile, the purple player decides to go back to his base again. He's amassing this huge force that I guess he's planning to steamroll with. You know, like this kind of death ball strat that typically is common amongst lower ranked players, I think, because... I don't know, just low-rank players seem to like defending until they're ready to kill you in one blow. But maybe he's just nervous. Maybe he thinks, I can't get over these walls. I need a bigger army. And maybe that's a smart move. So we'll see with time. My mate's building a keep to be able to help himself defend by the looks of it. I feel like if you're going to build a keep, I would have probably built that closer to the walls so he could actually shoot over the walls myself. But also, I suppose it's defending his base. I don't know. You guys let me know. Did my mate do the right thing there? Sorry to put you on blast, bro. if you were not watching this. So yeah, it's a lot of resources on this map. We've got the gold and the stone, which is going quite well. So we decide to amass for another attack. We're going to try again. Maybe we should have gone somewhere else. You know, maybe we should have said, like, listen, man, build a gate here, or even a transport ship. Put some knights on a transport ship, sail across the pond, pop the knights out, terrorize his farms. You know, or even this, completely undefended. Obviously, we didn't know that, but like, we could have tried. Holy shit, this guy's got a lot of markets. Holy shit, these guys have a... Is that normal? Are you meant to have that many fucking markets? Jesus Christ. Where are they all going? I guess to this neutral thing here. The markets are an interesting one. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do this, but I feel like you are meant to have your traders queued quite often. Because like I was saying, the same thing about the docks. It's the same logic applies to the traders, because traders give you gold, right? Okay, here we go. The Revolder Quins start coming out. We see the Revolder Quins start absolutely murdering dudes. My favorite unit in the game, this thing. I tried to snipe it so that my friend's knights can survive, but it's too late. You see the Revolder Quin? Yeah, I don't know if you got to run, but it feels like it. It really feels like when it happens, you got to go. My mate gets smoked there, and I'm like, I'm not sure if we can continue to push, and his Japan's reinforcements show up over here in the form of his purple English ally, and this turns into a huge fight. We are completely outnumbered. My trebuchet action is just not going to work out. I'm really committing to this idea of destroying buildings, but in reality it looks like I should have committed to the idea of winning a fight before I can actually destroy any buildings. I still think even I could have done that cheeky thing with the transport, but I think it would have been more effective on my teammate's side to apply extra pressure. So maybe not all of his knights could have come this way, maybe a few of them could have got in a transport ship, sailed across, and harassed his base. That's what I would say we could have done differently there. Alternatively, we literally could have built a gate, gone this way, and pushed down here. Keep these guys on their feet, you know, because we kept pushing the same way because we thought, oh, you know, we found the way in. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. But sometimes you got to mix it up. I'm a bit afraid that this guy's going to push in any moment now. So I decided to double defend this place by building my Berkshire which is my Imperial landmark over here as well. But I am late to the party. My French ally has already gotten there, as well as the English and the Japanese player. Actually, they've all got on there except for me. So a little late to the party there, but you know, we'll see. I'm doing my best. I think this game I did forget to build workers quite a few times, which is annoying. But the game was so intense, you know. So let's see how it goes next. This guy decides once again he's going to go home. And he's going to wait. It's just so frustrating because it felt like we just kept going in, getting smashed and running away. Going in, getting smashed and running away. This time, we see this huge army standing outside my mate's base. He's aware of what's happening here. He's building himself Royal Culverins, which are good for sniping up enemy siege, like Springolds, although Springolds are also siege snipers. But, you know, good to mix it up. And we get our own Revolder Quins. He's got the Royal version. Tell me that's not cool. The OG machine gun. I should probably slow this down. Huge fight starts out. The cavalry charge into his longbowman. He does pretty well there. I run in from the back. I smash the Springolds. The Revolder Queen. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, feels so good. Feels so good. And we do manage to completely rout him there because we basically catch him and sandwich him. What I don't really understand is why his ally isn't attacking me at this moment. He really kind of should be. He knows my army's here attacking purple. So why doesn't he go, I'm going in? But instead he kind of like decides to take the pussy approach. You know, attacks with the bombards from a distance. I mean, okay, fair enough, I guess, if my army was also there and you're trying to put pressure on me, but I don't know, I don't think it's a good move. Anyway, I'll start to run back. He gives me the time to do so. These villagers is an accident. Turn around and run. And for the first time, he actually is pushing, like properly pushing in. And then he sort of pussies out. Once again, I think he sees the Berkshire flaming arrows and it scares him and he runs, even though he definitely could dive these towers. I don't know what he's doing, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. I should be grateful. I can see this guy gets farmhouses. I thought those were his regular houses. Oh no, they are his regular houses. Okay, interesting. Hold on, let's not miss what's happening here. So he's quite good, this Japanese player, with his getting his cavalry round and destroying the opponent's cannons in the back line. Let's see if the Revolder Quins can do much. This guy's got a lot. I'm showing up along the bottom to help as well. We're coming in, but are we going to get there in time? Mate, he gets absolutely shredded. Not even these beautiful Revolder Quins with their sweet buff of not having to unpack and repack every time can do enough damage. I appreciate that they're not the most competitive unit out there, but god damn it, man, I'm always going to make them. You can't stop me. They look too damn cool. Yeah, it looks like I couldn't get there in time to support my mate, and we sort of win the fight. But it's not long before his teammates finally show up again. So let's speed up to that. And yeah, guys, if you're enjoying this, I appreciate a like and even a sub on the video if you're really enjoying it, because I'm going to be continuing to make more of these going forwards, and not just my own replays, but other replays as well. So yeah, I hope you consider sticking around. So this guy shows up and absolutely ruins me, because he's got a vanguard of man-at-arms to tank it, the front line, and his flaming arrows on the back line. My mate shows up, but nah, it's too late. Double Revolder Quins in the back. It's so beautiful. Sorry, I know it's my own team getting killed, but it's just, you can't help but enjoy that. Alright, so yeah, and then I get absolutely fucked. And this time it looks like they finally decided to switch on and go, hold on a moment, we're winning every fight. Well, not every fight, but you know, maybe we can continue to push if we push together, which they do. And finally, they decide to make the right move here. I'm trying to repair. I'm doing my best. I'm pumping out as many units as I can. But ultimately, I've just fallen behind this game. I don't have the same amount of production. I haven't really maybe managed my resources very well. I've definitely forgotten to make workers, and it shows, you know. I just feel like, I just generally just feel weaker. I can't compete with this guy. And my teammate shows up. Of course, he was behind. You saw what happened to him at the beginning of the game. And the power, I mean, I can't believe like these samurai just shrug off one damage like they're invincible. It's crazy. But yeah, it's it was a good try. I think personally, you know what I actually missed? My apologies. I actually missed that I made one of these bombard galleys, sailed over here and started like just popping buildings. But yeah, and then I thought maybe you could apply some harassment, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to deter the push. It wasn't enough to scare them to go home, which is kind of what I was hoping. This time together, they are able to continue to push through, and we're just going to let this one play out. See these rebuilder quins? You turn and run. Alright. Yeah, and he's like securing his hold as well by building another stone wall. It's not too bad. It's he does again, they do pussy out and they do run off. So let's So once again we're in a position now where if there's any chance to come back, it's probably now or never. So we're gonna give it our best shot because we don't give up. That's not what this is about. And we go forwards, we realize he has a wall and we want to stop him from building this keep. But we're having some trouble. Like my mate's struggling with his cannons, and for some reason he said he couldn't target it, so he decides to go for the gate. Meanwhile, over here, the English players decided that you know, well, he's already rebuilt, right? He's got the resources, he's got the production buildings. It's no issue for him. Now he's properly pushing in, and to the French player as well, who's kind of about to be screwed. He charges in with even more knights and cannons, but it's not enough. It's not enough to take those tanky man-at-arms. He pushes in. Once again, his base is in shambles. Let's see how it pans out. He does end up holding. He's got these sweet cannons. He does end up holding. Oh, mate, I love the way the revolver can shred. And there we go. He's actually held. So respect to him for not getting completely wiped out that game, that push. And we're like, okay, are we back? Are we back? Are the boys back in town? Let's find out. Let's speed it up again so we should have to watch us rebuild our armies. But as you can see, it's very much like a rebuild your army, wait, push forward, see who wins, you know, and then nobody can really quite get that final edge. Like I said, it was a bit of a one-dimensional or two-dimensional battle. This is quite fun to watch. Because we didn't really fight anywhere else. We should have fought on 2 fronts, maybe even 3 fronts. But yeah, it's always just one battle at a time. He's not doing too badly here. He's not doing too badly. The knights are tanking these flaming arrows. I mean, I think his knights shouldn't be attacking the man-at-arms. His knights should be running past the man-at-arms and killing the longbows. But it's a bit too late now. He's lost too many of them, and now he's trying to back. Let me just show you what's happening over here. I'm having a fight with the Japanese player. It's turned into 2 1v1s. Once again, these elite mounted samurai are too much for me. I just don't know how to handle them. I did have some spearmen, I promised, but they all just got killed straight away by his bowman. And he just charges forward and destroys my siege, and I get mopped up. Meanwhile, on this side, yeah, looks like my mate gets mopped up as well. And shit, he's got a lot of cannons. He is not giving up on the cannons. So let's see how this pans out then. I'm getting slowly but surely chipped away on my side as well. There's only so long I can hold on for. But this side is perhaps a little more interesting because it looks a little bit more even. Let's see how it goes. This guy's even brought one of these priests with him. A monk, should I say. But yeah. I mean, for an army of almost just cannons, he's surviving pretty well. But not for much longer. The longbowmen are now in range and they're taking out everything. Everything. But here comes another wave of knights. Where were they this whole time? Bring them in sooner. The flaming arrows are scary, aren't they? They are scary. So this guy backs for yet a 5th, 6th, 7th time. I don't even know. You know what his deal is. He's too afraid to push this by himself. I literally have no idea why. But, you know, it gives me some time to rebuild. And once again, we are rebuilding. The English player decides, that's it, I'm so sick of this, I'm going to push out into the middle and hold this place. I'm going to make even more production, and I'm just going to keep spamming these guys until I break through, because as much as this is perhaps frustrating for us, it's probably frustrating for them as well. So my mate scouts the tower, he lets me know that that's a potential issue. There's another fight here that I'm just going to, I don't want the length of the video to be too long, but as you can see, he completely wiped me again, exactly the same way. I just can't handle it. I don't know, to be honest with you, I still don't really know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I just need so many more spearmen than I actually have. Like maybe I actually, yeah, that's probably the answer. Like I have some spearmen, but like not like 7 spearmen at the moment. Obviously there's more coming in. It's not enough though, is it? I probably need like more than half my army to be spearmen in order to counter these motherfuckers. There's so many of them. All right then. On this side we have another fight. So he's decided to siege this keep, which in fairness, you know, my mate's got so much siege that that's fairly good. That's a good move now. He's putting the English player under pressure. He has to make a decision. Shall I go forward? Shall I stay? He decides to stay, which is, again, probably the right decision considering... Oh, look, he's amassing now. He's waiting to go again. considering that my mate does have a lot of knights this time. So let's see how he does. Oh, I should slow that down. So you saw the crash. Once again, he crashes into the man-at-arms, but he should be running around the man-at-arms if possible to hit the, there we go, to hit the archers, and he does. And look how the longbowmen, they do kind of melt once the knights get into them, like a couple slashes each and they're down. These beautiful Revolder-Quins, look at the damage they are getting. Even the man-at-arms can't handle this many Royal Revolder-Quins. It is beautiful to see. So he's actually winning this fight. He's doing pretty damn well. He's backing a little bit, perhaps because he's in range of Berkshire. He's like, damn, what, you know, like, Berkshire's quite good at scaring people, I suppose. And when you don't have the experience to know exactly how much it's capable of, you don't really know when to back. So fair enough. On this side, I'm trying again. And you know what? I'm doing better than previous times. I've got my own one out here. I'm doing better than previous times, but it's just still not enough. I just still can't do enough against this guy. So let's go back to France and England over here. Let's see how they're doing. The Knights charge in. This time the English player's gone Knights, right? To take out his Arbalitraire. The French crossbowmen, you know the ones I'm saying. But yeah, he ends up mowing them down as well. So actually, I'd say for France is winning the fight on this side. He's doing pretty good, my French player. However, on this side, the Japanese player is taking the win. Some sweet hand cannon Ashigaru here. I don't know how much better than regular hand cannons they are, but they look really cool. And yeah, so he finally gets the balls to push and take down my keeps, which he honestly should have done fucking ages ago. Meanwhile, on this side, I'm telling my mate how fucked I am, and you know what, he's not, again, he's almost taken down Berkshire, so unfortunately he knows that I'm under pressure, and he needs to decide, is he going to come and help me, or is he going to keep pushing the enemy English? Let's see how it goes. You can see they're taking both my landmarks. I officially have nothing protecting me. I'm barely producing enough units to defend from this. I really should have more production buildings. I'm desperately trying to build them now. Probably my biggest mistake is not having enough of these things. These invincible mounted samurai, by the looks of it. Are these the tankiest things in the game? Like, goddamn, do they feel like it? So I'm trying to take them down, but I can't do shit. I do tell my mate, even though he has done significant damage to this side and almost completely taken this tower, he knows that it's basically game over. If he has any chance of staying in the game, he has to come help me. So sorry, bro. He has to come on down, sacrifice his push to try and defend me. But as you can see, I'm going to speed it up even more now. It's just not enough. And that's game. I hope that was enjoyable for you guys. If you want to see more 2v2s, let me know. If you prefer 1v1s, let me know. Even 3v3s, 4v4s, let me know. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.